The Michael Brown case made its way to the grand jury to conclude whether or not there was enough evidence to charge Officer Darren Wilson with criminal charges. The grand jury spent over 100 hours looking through hard evidence and going through at least 60 eyewitnesses to the case. The grand jury came to a decision not to charge Officer Darren Wilson with any criminal charges related towards the death of Michael Brown on November 25th. When the verdict came out, Ferguson erupted with fights and riots, looting, and many other serious crimes. Many other people around the world have been affected by this decision, but have done peaceful protesting. Many students and staff here are against the verdict. Others are neutral, and some are even for the verdict. Some students and staff say they are neutral because they don't know enough about the case.
The verdict was a little disappointing in one way, but given the evidence or the lack thereof, I don't think the grand jury had another way to respond.
Some are for the verdict.
Well, I thought it was fair that they didn't send the officer to trial, because to me it seemed like a straightforward self-defense case. You know, later on they found out that Mike Brown had marijuana in his system, that he had just stolen from a convenience store. I just think the media blew it all up.
And many are against the verdict. Southmount student Olivia Neal is against the verdict.
All the people who were unlawfully killed by policemen, after a while, I think that at this point the government sort of views it as a recurring incident and they don't think of it as a big deal as it really is to African Americans in the community. The verdict, I don't like it. It's unfair. I feel like Mike deserved justice because he really didn't deserve to get killed. He did absolutely nothing wrong, if I'm speaking from a personal standpoint.
He also says students and staff shouldn't complain if they're not going to do anything.
Yeah, we can't complain about it all the time. We have to do something at some point. If you really don't like the verdict, then you should actually stand up for yourself and make a change and actually go and participate in boycotts and protests and do what you can to make a difference rather than just sitting around and complaining about how the government doesn't like you.
Do you want to make a difference? On December 9th, starting at 3:45 in Pod 68, there will be an open forum discussing the verdict for the Michael Brown case. You can voice your opinion and get more information. Reporting for Jaguar News, I'm Leilani Robinson.